Do you ever feel depressed, or have you ever struggled with depression? Today we're going to the book of Job, talking about that subject. Welcome back, guys, to Reading Through the Bible in a Year. Today we are reading in Job again, and we are going to go deeper into the conversations that he had with his friends. So let's hop right into it. Right off the bat, we get Job 6:1-3. Job then spoke again. If my misery could be weighed and my troubles put on scales, then they would outweigh all the sands of the sea. That is why I spoke impulsively. So Job here, what we need to understand about Job is it kind of is broken down into three parts. There's the beginning, which tells the story of Job, how he loses everything, and what brings us into the main part, which is about 30 chapters long, where Job is just having these poems back and forth as his friends are talking in Hebrew poetry. So Job's friends go back and forth attacking him, but Job knows in his heart that he has not sinned, that he has been a righteous man, that he is living a righteous life, even though people are accusing him. The righteous have nothing to hide. And this is what Job says in chapter 6, verse 24. Teach me, and I will keep quiet. Show me what I have done wrong. Throughout the rest of the book, his friends actually start trying to come up with, oh, you must have done this, or your children must have done this because his children died too. But he knows in his heart that he has not sinned. He does not deserve this. And then he begins to cry out to God in this deep anguish and depression. So this is what Job says in Job 7:17. What are people that you should make so much of us, that you should think of us so often? If I have sinned, what have I done to you, O watcher of all humanity? Why make me your target? Am I such a burden to you? Why not just forgive my sin and take away my guilt? And so Job is going back and forth here. And it's what we talked about earlier with wrestling with God and Jacob, is that it's okay, especially when you're in these dark, deep places of anguish, to wrestle with God, to struggle with the Lord. And I think that's something that we don't appreciate in our Christian culture, is that sometimes we're supposed to go deep into the water and deep into our faith into places that we're not comfortable. And when we do that, I think that this struggle with God is a natural ramification of that we don't have perfect faith. Like someone came to Jesus and he said, I believe, but help my unbelief. We don't have perfect faith, and that's what Job is struggling with him here. He's wondering, what have I done, Lord? Come and talk to me. And he actually, throughout the story, starts demanding it more and more. But Job's friends do not help him. They come, they sit with him, and then they attack him and attack him and attack him. In Ecclesiastes, which is another book of wisdom, chapter 3, there's this picture of a time for everything. For there is a season for everything, a time for activity and a time for heaven. In verse 4:3-4, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance. And when you're surrounded by people that are in deep depression, I don't think it's a time to accuse them. I don't think it's a time to attack them. And I think sometimes people just need to listen, that the Lord will rebuke them. The Holy Spirit's pretty good at his job. And so sometimes we should just be there for people, to listen to them, to hug them, to show them our love. And if they say something that's bad, if they say something that's wrong, during this time of depression, especially with Job where he's lost everything, it's probably not the time to go rebuke them or correct them. So Job's friends, while they're physically there, they are not spiritually there, they're not emotionally there, and they probably act in the exact opposite. That's all I got for today. I hope you come back tomorrow as we continue reading through the book of Job.